Hi everybody. On April 10th, 11th, we've got a full moon in Libra, planet ruling relationships of all kinds, at 21 degrees and 32 minutes. So almost 22 degrees, which not only is a power number in numerology, but it's going to be a very important number as we build up to 2020, where we have a lineup in 22 degrees of Capricorn. So this is powerful because it's all the cardinal signs getting activated, and cardinal signs, Aries, Libra, Cancer and Capricorn, are all about initiation, taking action, bringing about changes in your life and also in our world. So I see this as a really important trigger point as we are in the build-up towards 2020. We've got two retrograde planets at the time of this full moon. Venus, ruler of Libra, is retrograde in Pisces, wanting you to reconnect with your compassionate self. Compassion not only for others, but also for yourself. And Venus in Pisces is gentle, is soft. And it can certainly give you an opportunity to heal past wounds from relationships, past pains, even present pains in a relationship. There can be a healing process that happens that is triggered by this full moon. And we've got Mercury retrograde in Taurus. And Taurus is also co-ruled by Venus, as is Libra. So there's a lot of Venus energy. Venus is everything to do with love, caring. And when Mercury is retrograde, it's really important to listen, to really listen to what your body is telling you, what other people are saying, and not to jump in necessarily and judge too quickly, but just to stay open and listen and try not to let your usual trigger points that maybe create various dramatic emotional responses in you, just try to observe them rather than react to them. So the big aspect that we've got going on at the time of this full moon is a T-square. And a T-square comprises of an opposition, and the opposition here is between the Sun and Uranus that are in Aries. So Sun and Uranus is everything about yourself, looking at self. What are my needs? And at the same time, opposite, we've got the Moon and Jupiter in Libra. What are your needs and how can we balance those? And Jupiter magnifies whatever it touches. So next to the Moon, you can expect your emotions to be bigger, to be more emotions at the time of this full moon, as if full moons don't bring up enough emotion anyway. This to me looks like a really wonderful opportunity for cleansing yourself, for really freeing yourself from maybe relationships, because the T-square with Pluto here, that have been controlling, that have held you back in some way. So it's about finding balance. Libra is all about trying to find balance. So you might find that you're having issues, for example, with authorities, issues with your relationship with an authority. For example, I can give you an example of how this could be, is my dear friends who've adopted a beautiful daughter from Ethiopia very recently, had to take her for some vaccinations here in Athens. And after the vaccination, this poor little lamb, who's not even a year old yet, was so sick. She had such a high fever. I mean, it was really a panic. And thank goodness now she's much, much better. And these authorities here in Greece are now saying, well, it's compulsory. In 2 weeks' time, she's got to have another set of vaccinations. And her parents are now saying, no way. We are being assertive. We are sticking up for what is important to us. And we're not allowing you to vaccinate her. And that's it. So where do you need to stand up to maybe an authority situation? And test it as far as you can test it. Sometimes authorities, they may threaten that they're going to do something, but nothing may happen anyway. If you are clear and you have a very clear vibratory field that nothing is going to happen, then chances are nothing's going to happen. So this is powerful, powerful energies we're dealing with. I think it's really a wonderful time to observe how you are in your relationships. And I noticed myself, I have a lovely friend at the juice bar, and she was beginning to talk about this boyfriend who's taken and she loves him, and you know, she's feeling down about it, and all these kinds of things. And I noticed myself begin to judge her. You know, why is she doing this? And I thought, hey, no, don't judge her, listen. Hear what she's saying, respect where she is. And I did, and it brought us closer. I noticed a complete change in her energy when I just accepted. So what do you need to accept, the Libra energy, and what must you stand up for? So where I have to stand up for myself was in this wonderful local juice bar. So it's all healthy, it's wonderful, there's organic, you know, it's wonderful. But they're pumping out a toxic air conditioner all the time. So I said to them, listen guys, while I'm in the store, if you wouldn't mind, I'm going to take this thing out. And so I put it outside, got my juice, and off I went, you see, and then bring it back. So what do you need to stand up for your health, your well-being, whatever that might be, and be clear about it? I was deep in a yoga pose on the beach this morning, and this guy suddenly appeared and started to talk to me. So, you know, I had to get up out of the pose. Well, I didn't have to, but I did. And I just said to him, listen, you know, I don't understand you. And he said, do you speak English? I said, no. French, no. Yes, I just wasn't up for it. Which is very unlikely because, of course, I've got a lot of Libra in my chart. But I'm noticing with these retrogrades my typical behaviour, which is to people please. And if somebody's asking me, I have to answer. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't suit me to answer at this moment. I'm getting quite belligerent, aren't I? But it's about learning to speak your truth. That's not about stepping on other people's toes. But at the same time, it's about keeping a certain barrier, if needed. Obviously, if it's a friend and somebody I love, I'm going to greet them with open arms. But if somebody's intruding on my space, you bet I'm going to start telling them, and I'm already doing it. So, what are you putting up with in relationships that you're no longer willing to do? What painful relationships do you want to heal? And how now can you bring more balance between taking care of your needs and being really honest, and at the same time being compassionate and caring and loving of every relationship that you have? And that includes animals and plants and everything. This Jupiter wants you to see that you've got relationships with everything around you. And how are you treating everything? I mean, I treat my clothes really nicely. You know, I talk to them. I lay them out nicely in the morning, you know, when I'm before my shower. And I just say thank you, yes? So it's about noticing your relationship with everything and bringing it to life. And larger than life is your painting for this full moon. I just felt like it was a big event. So here's your painting, which I hope you enjoy as much as I enjoyed creating it for you. I look forward to getting your feedback and your comments. Thank you.